The guy is laughing at what the mayor is telling him, and she goes, "Believe me, if you want to help the spirit and get rid of her, you need to do as I tell you." "Oh, all right." And he looks at his wife and he goes like, "This was your idea. You brought me here, okay? So you're going to do this. I'm not touching anything she tells me to do or anything, okay?" He was really nervous and angry at all the situation. So the girl says, "Okay, you tell me what to do, I'll do it." And the maga says, "You grab the jar, you take a handful of grain, it could be lentils or beans or anything, but when you put them in the jar, you count them. You place them there one by one and you count 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. But try to have quite a big number of them, okay?" And the girl goes, "How many is a big number?" "Well, I don't know," the maker says. 100, for example. And the girl looks at her and she says, "And what am I doing with all this? What's the point of having 100 beans or lentils in a jar when this thing comes in the middle of the night and the thing throws everything on the kitchen floor?" Or she doesn't, but it seems like, "Oh, I don't know what to do. Please help us." And the maga goes, "Calm down, I'll give you a herb tea and you will feel better." And so she takes this infusion to give her, and she drinks the tea with a little bit of a suspicious mind. But anyway, she does it because she feels really bad at this point, and she starts feeling better. And so the woman says, "Okay, I'll repeat everything again. You pay attention because this is what you have to do. You have to put 100 beans in a jar in the kitchen with all of the other jars and wait. You can stay up if you want to, but it's not necessary to do it." And so the girl says, "All right, well, I'll do as you tell me. And what's the point in all this?" The maker says, "Spirits can't count. So after this, she's going to leave the house. She's going to understand that she's no longer alive and she doesn't belong there, and she's going to leave." All right. They left the Mega's cottage, they went home, did the usual routine they did every day, and finally, with really a lot of fear, and they were in a state, I can tell you that, they were in a real state, because they thought this would be a mess, they went to bed. At first, they couldn't fall asleep, they couldn't really sleep, but after a while, they were so very tired that they fell asleep, fast asleep. They woke up with the sound of the horrible beans on the ground, and they sat in their beds, and they were standing to attention just a second after that, because they couldn't believe this was happening again. Only this time they heard 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The third time the counting stopped, and never ever again did they have a problem in that cottage. Hoping that you liked this, and not telling you whether this is a true story or just a story, I'm leaving you till next time. See you. If you liked this podcast, do consider subscribing, share the content of my channel, and explore the rest of the content. Thank you so much.